You can take me to the entrance. Where to now? That was kind of a dead lead. Guess we'll head back home. That seems to be where it's pointing us. What is that, an oasis? Probably have to go down there eventually. With the help of Fira or someone else leading us. Which begs the question, are we gonna get more escort quests? The answer, probably yes. Alright, let's go see our sister. Check in. Yo, more money? Defense drops. Okay.
Yona?
Oh, hey.
How are you feeling?
Better, now that I'm taking the medicine you brought.
Good.
By the way, are you gonna stay here today?
Yeah, I'll stay.
You bet.
Really? You'll stay with me? Really?
Yeah, Yona. I'll stay.
Yay!
Now get back to bed.
Okay.
I shouldn't have promised her that. Something's gonna happen. I hear a voice. I squint and see a boy standing before me. His hair is silver, his skin is pale, and he stares up at me with hard, glassy eyes. Soon his lips begin to move, but no sound comes out. What is he saying? I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't. I try to leave, but something about the boy holds my gaze. I watch his face, expressionless, as his lips slowly flutter. What is he trying to say? Wait, it's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S, then there's an E. I can almost see it now. The letters begin to fall together, one after the other, faster and faster. Sealed verse. It's a sealed verse. The thing I am looking for. The key to saving my sister. I stare at the boy with renewed ferocity, trying desperately to make out his next word. Dream. Dream? What? What the hell does that mean? The lips move again, faster now. I can't follow them. Damn it! I can't make it out. I want to scream. I want to tear the walls down all around me. But instead, I force myself to be calm. I can do this. I can do it for Yona. Slowly, ever so slowly, I parse out the letters that make up his final words. Forest of Myth. I guess that's where we're heading next. To the Forest of Myth. The next morning.
Just a dream. Even in my dreams, I'm hunting sealed verses.
Hey, Yona.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Yona.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sick too?
No, I had a strange dream.
It's definitely not the stew that you made me yesterday. That's definitely not the cause of my sickness.
What was it about?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
'Cause I had a dream too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Me and this boy were playing a game together.
What kind of game?
It was called Guess the Words. I think he made it up because I never heard of it before.
How did it work?
The boy would move his mouth, but no words would come out. Then I had to guess what he was trying to say. It was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek, but we had to play his dumb game instead.
So what did he say?
I don't know. All I could figure out was dream and forest of myth. But don't worry, I'm gonna study hard so that next time I can figure out everything. We should play a game together sometime too.
Sure, Yona.
Who is Yona's voice actor? The reason I kind of want to figure this out because I hear her voice now and then, and I get hints of Colette from Tales of Symphonia. I don't think it's the same voice actress. I don't. But I hear it from time to time. And I don't know if it's possible. I'm going to have to look this up after. Maybe I'll let you know. Hopefully it's on screen right now, whether I figured it out. Or if I forgot. Or if I forgot, it's not there, in which case, I'm sorry.
Don't forget the melon.
Oh, right, melon. All right, let's go get a melon. I mean, if I had kinda here, I have 2 already for you, but I'm sure that's probably not the melons you're looking for.
Something troubling you, lad?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Come on, I need to go ask Popola something.
That can wait. I have a melon to find. No melon, even though there's definitely one on the shelf there. I can see it.
The sheep hunt hasn't been going well. If I don't raise prices soon, I'll lose my shirt.
What's up with you?
Excuse me, but have you seen my son?
I don't even know who your son is.
I don't think so. Why? Is something wrong?
When I got home, I found a note from him that said he was leaving and not to look for him. What if he's left the village?
I mean, that's kind of what sounds like's happened.
Please, you have to help me. I'll pay you whatever you want.
$1 billion, fajillion, fulfillion dollars.
My son shouldn't be too hard to spot. He wears a very odd hat. You can see it from a mile away.
Okay. If I see him, I'll let him know his father is worried about him.
Okay. Well, we couldn't buy a melon. And, oh, maybe there's something here. Hey, Devila.
I brought the stuff you asked for.
Oh, hi.
Perfect. I'll make the medicine right now.
Cool. I forgot we had this quest. I'm glad we came in here. Mixing.
Since you've already been such a help, could you deliver this to my grandmother? She's at the fountain by the library.
Sure.
Okay, I'll get it to her as soon as I can.
Old lady's elixir. What have you got for me?
You ever heard Devila and Popola sing?
Buddy, I'm hearing it right now. Did you not know she was behind you?
Sure, Devila sings here all the time.
Like right now!
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the 2 of them singing together.
No, that's different.
No, I've never seen that.
They used to come here and sing all the time. Lately, they're so busy. Hey, I know. You ought to get them to come back and sing for us.
Sure, the Ballad of the Twins.
Sure. I suppose I am kind of curious.
Okay.
Hey, Devila, can I ask you a favor?
You're asking me for a favor? Well, now I've heard everything. What's up?
I heard you and Popola used to sing at the tavern. I never got a chance to hear it, so...
Wait, you want to hear us sing? Popola's been swamped lately, so I haven't sung with her in forever. But hey, if she's up for it, I'm willing.
Alright, well, I guess we'll ask her.
What have we got today? Which job should I give you first?
Oh, God. Book smarts.
I heard
Why
someone
not?
needs help organizing books. Popol is too busy to handle it herself. So, do you mind helping out?
Sure.
I wrote down the client's location on your map, so head over there to get the details.
Isn't that just the library where Popola is? I think...
Oh, you want a different job? Which job should I give you first? Come back whenever you have a free minute.
Okay, well... We've done the... Alright, well, we're going to see Popola anyway, so I guess it's good that we picked that up. Medicinal herb, good stuff. Hey, here's your
Ma'am,
medicine.
I have something for you.
Oh, what a nice young man. Now I can finally walk around without pain.
Don't work yourself too hard, ma'am.
I won't, Sonny. And here, let me give you something for all your help. Don't spend it all in one place now.
Okay. Oh, 2K, let's go. Quest complete. Good stuff. What's up, Popola?
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. That was a painful sentence to read. I was hoping I might be able to get your advice dream on the matter. Recently there have been dream reports, dream of a certain dream of dream, evil dream, empty dream, curse, dream, evil dream, words, dream, and dream, somebody. Excuse me, someone. Dream. What the fuck?
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth? Who would have guessed?
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But...
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh, well, alright. Thank you. The Forest of Myth is to the north, after you cross the small wooden bridge in the northern plains.
Okay. Guess we're going past where the boar was, I'd imagine? Oh, hey, Kaine. To the north we go. There we go. Oh, God! Whee! Yeah, sheep destruction! This thing's got some speed, let's go! Drifting! Around the rock! Sheeptacular! Oh, God.
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
I mean, he's not wrong. All right. Hey, what's up? You got a quest?
Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Interesting.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
Village's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
Uh-oh. Past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined that Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
That's what it's sounding like.
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the Death Dream?
Uh-oh. Vice, no.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, and quickly changed the subject to who Rack had seen. To who Rack had seen. And what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Probably dream. If I had to guess. Rack and Vice racked their brains. That doesn't sound pleasant. But could find no easy solution. There were simply too many words to consider. Too much random chatter. Too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
Don't fight the narrator. Mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
Stop fighting the narrator.
It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated Vice looked skyward, as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Rack like a contagion. Oh my god. Wait, said Rack suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, the villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. You must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? Was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Vice suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Rack's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of paper from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Rack. That sounds right, he said as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study this disease we call the Death Dream. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused and grimaced, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream. I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular. And it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. and I won't stop trying until it happens. Rack nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second, I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, just ask. Now hold on, I did not just say that. Silence! Cried Vice. The grimoire looked from Rack to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Vice's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, you're right! You're right! I had no idea you were coming! The human imagination is a limitless engine, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of Rack and Vice. We're all counting on you. As Rack slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought. But where? Rack's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the bounty of the place was still a new thing, beauty, not bounty, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Vice was proving to be a spectacularly poor travel companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Rack to pick up the pace and grumbled about their slow progress. Wow, I don't know what that's like. Finally, after Vice muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Rack snapped. Okay, Vice, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Rack leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled to his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Rack slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Vice! What is going on? Rack could see Vice's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insect screamed. The forest howled. And then, just as Rack's ears seemed to be ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed his hands from his left ear. He removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, 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 zree. Okay, I get it. Noises. Woo 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 ma. Woo 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 ma. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Rack began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key of getting out of this place. And I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? A secret. Inwardly furious that Vice left the task to him, Rack sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret, right? The sound of the insect stopped, and suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Rack like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Rack moved forward, on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the underground, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I gotta stop for a second. I'm kind of enjoying this text adventure, as much reading as it is. It's definitely an interesting twist. I wasn't expecting it. This has been pretty fun so far. I guess the forests accepted us, huh? Said Rack after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Rack picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I, sunlight? Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. Rack grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all, this one is pretty easy. Enter through the window, but I break no glass. Then, when night falls, I vanish. What am I? Hey, sunlight, let's go! Sunlight! A plume of water suddenly burst in the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look! Cried Rack, awaking Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Rack walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Rack, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held up a hand and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but in the night with 3. What am I? The lifespan of a human being. That's a classic. Rack tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Rack. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? I am but a man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor! Cried Rack. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor, you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Rack watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Rack and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it! You actually made it back! His left hand grasped Rack's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. By the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we're successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive! I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Rack withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream's seal, he said. At least, I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Rack filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Meow. Hi, kitty. Hi. Okay. You want to go? Okay. I'll be right back, folks. Rack cocked his head. Okay. Hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Rack and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Vice? It is words that control the Death Dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor. First time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Rack shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor in an odd voice. We did! I'm back. He blinked once, and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The Death Dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Rack and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life might take some getting used to, said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure, said Vice. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the Death Dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It is the guardian of our village's histories and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Vice. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. Rack and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Rack mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before, too. Rack tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Déjà vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the Death Dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Rack gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly, his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
That was a lot of reading, but that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that quite a bit.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Obtained a sealed verse. Obtained a dark execution magic. Summon magical spikes on the ground to impale enemies. Oh, that's that move? Oh, okay.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
It took a lot more effort on my end, I guarantee you.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe for more amazing content. Thanks for watching.